What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another commentary where today I'm actually joined by Luigi. He's on a Discord call with me, and we're going to be talking about how Fortnite Chapter 2 has made Fortnite better. Or has it? Or, yeah, it has, but we're talking about how it has. Yeah, so, anyway, introduce yourself, Luigi.
Hello, I am Luigi. I used to think, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. I haven't uploaded since last year, and I'm probably not gonna upload again anytime soon.
So, he's a random citizen, essentially.
Yep, basically.
So, yeah, what do you want to start talking about with the new kind of Fortnite that they've got going on here?
Yeah. So, what first I wanted to talk about is how they've really made the game better in just ways that make it easier for anyone to just hop in and play. And first I'd say is probably the fact that, like, imagine this is your first time playing after your introductory round, and you notice there's a lot of players that just, like, don't shoot or something. Oh wait, it's bots. And since you're not very good at the game yet, there's gonna be a lot of bots, and that's pretty good. But then if you get better, there's not going to be as many bots. And then my second point is basically, like, there's a decreased loot pool. So before it was like all crammed with all of this stuff. You're like,
Yeah, like
why
crazy
is this in a
items,
loot
like
pool?
how do you use this, how do you use that, kind of makes it like easier for like if you've come from another shooter game or something, you can like kind of, or even any game really, it's not too confusing how to use all the guns. You know what guns are there and you can remember them pretty easily.
But I will say that I do not think it's very smart that they made rocket launchers common and uncommon.
That's true. There's way too many kind of rocket items in the game right now. Like, it's too easy to find them and just really just kill everyone with them, essentially.
Yeah. So next, what I'd say is basically, like, this season, it's just so refreshing. Like, you're just used to all this craziness. New vehicles that can destroy anything so easily, but this season we have a boat and it can fire like one missile every 5 seconds. It is so much
it's
better.
extremely balanced. It's perfect.
But then there's the issue of that's literally the only transportation.
Yeah, that's a problem. I feel like they should bring back the ATKs and the ones, you know, the golf carts, and they should make it so they go faster. And you know they weren't ever supposed to destroy anything. They're just transportation for a squad.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And also drift boards too.
I've also seen a lot of people talk about how, like, so all those like ego cars around the map. I've seen a lot of people saying that they should be vehicles.
Yeah, that's I feel like, I don't know, I'd have to play with them, but I think having a car, like, going... the thing is, it's weird. I'd have to play with them to decide if they were good or bad, but right now, I think having a car that could go the same speed as a boat on land isn't too good. I feel like that would be just way too easy for people to get to circle with, because you kind of need to make it at least a tiny bit harder to get to circle. And I mean, those cars are literally everywhere, so I mean, if they had cars everywhere that anyone could take, like, it wouldn't be that good. But I mean, I don't know.
And then I'm gonna bring up something that he basically just made a video on, Fortnitemares. They basically perfected the system. So I'm gonna bring up Season X for a little bit. Retail Row is one of my favorite locations, but I'm not the biggest fan of zombies. Like, I like zombies, but I'm not the biggest fan of them. And since I like retail, it kind of just ruined retail for me, and I never really dropped there anymore. So I like the fact that they only drop at the center of the map at a tiny landmark, and they don't make it like this place where you want to go. They make it this place where, like, you can go there if you want to get some easy XP, but it's not the best place to drop.
Yeah, for example, for a few games this morning and even yesterday, when I was playing with some friends in a squads match, we'd landed like maybe Holly, Salty, or something like that. And yeah, we just when we had no one around us, we decided to push Middle Island and get some loot and ammo from the zombies, and it was pretty effective. And I feel like there's always at least like a player there or to like kill as well. So it was also fun fighting some people too.
So next I'm gonna talk about the most obvious point, new map. It feels so refreshing to be on a new map. And it's just so nice because, like, also, if you don't want to go to the new locations and you want to go to your spot you like to drop, you can go to the 4 returning locations.
Yeah, because they don't have like, with the locations that they brought back, they didn't make it so they are the best spots to go to. They're trying to encourage people not to land at the same location that they did back in Chapter 1, which I find pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's really a good idea for them because, like, they could have made an abundance of old locations return, but they only decided to put 4, and one of them isn't even named. It's just a landmark.
Yeah.
And also that landmark has one of the best achievements in the game.
Oh, what's the achievement? I forgot.
Search 7 chests in a single match.
Yep. It's perfect. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, so, what's your favorite spot to go to on the new map?
I'd say Holly Hodge. Well, no, I'm thinking of Misty Meadows because, I'm pretty sure that's the one because I loved Happy Hamlet on the Chapter 1 map, and it's just that I just miss it so much, and I'm so glad that that Misty Meadows exists just so I can have the memories of Happy Hamlet.
Yeah, I also like Misty Meadows. I haven't really got myself a location that I really really love to go to. I like all of the locations that are in the map right now. Misty Meadows, I go a lot with my squads, but I feel like right now, maybe one of my favorites is definitely Sweaty Sands, because it's got all those islands you can go to, and quite a lot of fishing you can do, and it's pretty much just got all of, with the boats and stuff, and it's got like all of the new features of Chapter 2 pretty much in one spot, so yeah, that's what I like about it.
Also, I'm just gonna say, I believe that the new Tilted Towers type of spot is gonna be a Lazy Lake.
I think that it is. There's no. Everyone was saying like all the streamers and YouTubers and stuff when they're dropping down. Oh, is that Tilted Towers? And I mean, it looks like it. It may not have the big buildings and stuff, but I feel like it's a good spot, like a good balanced spot between houses and like the few buildings they do have there, because they're not too tall and they're not too overpowering to the houses themselves.
Now, the only thing I could have complained about they fixed, which is the XP systems.
Yeah. They Oh, you continue.
You can talk.
Okay. At the start of the season, the XP systems were absolutely trash. They were so terrible. Until, like, nobody, if you'd have to complete all the medals every day, you'd have to, finish all the challenges, and you have to play about, I could be wrong, but it's either 800 or 1,000 more games after that, just giving an average XP level just to get tier 100, but they had the supercharged weekend and then they fixed it during or after it, I forgot. So now the XP is amazing. I mean, I'm already level 61 or 2, which is insane. I'd never get, and I've only bought 5 tiers and I've got the normal battle pass. It's kind of insane.
I'm pretty sure the only tier I bought was so I could get the end music pack.
Yeah, the end music is so cool, the awesome epic boss battle. But yeah, let's start talking about, I mean, I guess they don't matter too much, but for a small time, The new battle pass and cosmetics that are in it, something like that. I don't know if they changed anything too much to make it better. Yeah, what's your opinions on the battle pass for this season, essentially?
Now, if it was the usual battle pass, I'd say this is one of the weaker ones. But there's one thing they did for the battle pass that I think makes it one of the best battle passes we've had. It the alter ego system. Like, you get these different styles for the skins that sometimes look completely different, and then sometimes they're Ripley versus Sludge.
Yeah, I completely agree. Of course, Ripley and Sledge are my favorite skins in the entire Battle Pass, just because I love them. I don't know why I love them, but I do. But, yeah, I completely agree with, like, the Ripley and Sledge one. I mean, they don't change too much, but, I mean, it's not taken away from anything else, really. One thing I do have to complain about, though, is that the Journey and Hazard and then Medic and Toxin one, the Remedy and Toxin, they're pretty much, like, the Toxin and the Hazard have the exact same color schemes and look pretty much the same, except Toxin just is better. I feel like they should have done something different with Hazard, to make it maybe a different color scheme, because it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, I really agree with that. And then another thing about the Battle Pass I say I really like is that the Tier 1 skins and then don't have to be legendary anymore, and everything after that doesn't have to be purple anymore, which gives a lot more of oh yeah, this is what this skin really is. Because, like, sometimes you would get a skin like, let's say...
Battlehawk.
You know what? Yeah, I'd say that. That is definitely not a legendary worth skin. And that's just stupid that it is. So I like that they made it so both of the starting skins are blue instead of legendary.
Yeah, and even the Ripley and Sludge skin too.
Yeah.
And then after that, they start to move on to... Yeah, because I feel like the only legendary one should be the Tier 100 skin, like they had back in Season 3, 2, and stuff. Because, I mean, it's the Tier 100 skin. It should be a legendary. But on the topic of the Tier 100 skin, I feel like the alter ego version of that is absolutely terrible. it's I don't like the white and gold, but that could just be me. What's your opinions on it?
My opinions is that there are no alter ego challenges for it.
Are there not? I thought there was.
Well, there's different styles you can unlock, but they're not part of the alter ego set.
Oh. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Doesn't matter. Moving on from the battle pass. You may have already mentioned it, but just in case, what's your least favorite bit of the season? What do you think's the worst part about it?
I'd say the worst part about the season is... That's actually really hard, because there's not a lot I dislike about this season. But if anything, I'd like to say just, like, the progression. Like, it doesn't feel like a lot has happened this season yet. And to be fair, it's only week 4, but it just feels weird because you're used to all of these map changes happening every week. And then, like, the only big map changes we've had so far is just Halloween.
Yeah. Sorry, my phone just rang there, but, yeah, the map changes have been pretty weak, but I feel like... Oh, what the... Okay, buddy. Let's ignore that for a second. My Instagram went off. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, so... With the map changes and stuff, I feel like they didn't really need to change anything this season at all. I mean, they did change the Halloween thing, which I guess was necessary for the zombies and stuff, which I really like. But they didn't need to, because the entire map changed, essentially, and people are still finding out new stuff. So I don't think it's that big of an issue that they haven't changed much, but, you know, it's getting used to them, like, not changing it, then that is the big thing.
Also, fun fact, one of the challenges for the Tier 100 skin, also, I know we were done with the Battle Pass, but I have to say this, is yeet an opponent.
Yes, that is insane. I love yeeting the opponent. It's just such it. It's just yeah. I think they really made knocking a teammate made like it's so much more satisfying now because you're like, oh, I'm just gonna throw you off a cliff now, buddy. But yeah, I also thinking about that. They've also listened to the community a lot more. I feel like this season. I only just think of that now because they added so there's this viral clip of this guy jumping off the waterfall like they did in the trailer, and he missed and he hit the side, and they added in kind of a grave site from where he hit the ground, and I just remembered that from you saying like the yeeting stuff, and I realized that they actually listened to the community a lot more this time. Like they've now got that Fortnite status Twitter account, which is telling you a lot more than the normal one about what's going on and what's happening. But yeah, anyway, one more thing I was going to say is I hate how they got rid of the patch notes. They need to bring them back.
So what I'd like everyone who's watching this to do is look at Fortnite's patch notes page, because almost every single one of the patch notes is gone.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
And for some reason, one of the only surviving patch notes is the 10.30 update patch notes.
Yeah, I noticed that. I looked on there and it was still there. I don't know why though. But
well, yeah, that's all I think I can think of.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Season 11, whatever you like to call it, Chapter 1, and Chapter 2, Season 1, Season 1 itself, just Chapter 2, I don't know what you like to call it. I think I'll just stick to calling it Chapter 2 until Season 2 comes out. But it's been an amazing season. It definitely has improved on pretty much everything that people had complaints on in Chapter 1 and Season X mostly. And I feel right now, probably because of just how great it is right now, I think it's the best season they've ever come out. Maybe because we've been in, like, Season 9 wasn't that great and Season 10 was absolutely trash. I feel like it could be because we've just come out of those. But right now I'm feeling like it's the best season we've had, and I think that's about it for the video. Anyone? Any more comments you want to say there, Luigi?
Season X was my favorite season.
Now, that's an interesting... Okay. Was it actually your favorite season?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I mean, some stuff about it wasn't that great. I bet you can agree with the brutes, but... I mean...
Oh no, trust me, I love the brutes. And yes, I am a filthy casual.
Oh, no. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you for watching the video. If you like Luigi being on the channel, make sure to tell me in the comment section below, and you'll stay around for the second one. So, yeah, if you guys want us to talk about anything in particular that you're thinking about, that you want us to talk about at all, leave it down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to like, and if you want to see some more from me, then subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Goodbye.